Hey everyone, it's Warriors NRL Fanatics here. Hope you're all doing well and having a great week. If you are a new viewer to this YouTube channel and you haven't done so already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. It's much appreciated and it really does help, and it shows your support for the videos that I do. And also don't forget to like this video as well. Click the thumbs up on the video and click the bell so you are notified when I upload next or when I go live on the channel. But this is going to be my Rugby League World Cup semi-finals preview, and it's between the Australian Kangaroos, the defending World Cup champions, taking on the New Zealand Kiwis. Now this game has been played at Ellen Road in Leeds in the UK, and it's on the Friday there, so it'll be the Saturday the 12th of November here in Australia. And it's on at 5:45 AM Queensland time, my time, so that'll be 6:45 New South Wales, Sydney time. Now, we'll go through the head-to-head stats as well as the betting prices at Sportsbet, and I'll give my overall thoughts and predictions and look into the squad. So, the betting prices, so Sportsbet currently do have the Australian Kangaroos as no shock here, $1.25 favourites. The New Zealand Kiwis, outsiders massively at $4. Now the head-to-head stats for this one, so the Australian Kangaroos do dominate the head-to-head record here, 17 wins. They've played 19 times, and the New Zealand Kiwis have only had 2 wins there. So that's the overall record. Now, looking into the team list now, so look, for the New Zealand Kiwis, a big shock here and a bit of a surprise. No Jared Hargraves in the side, so that is a massive call being made by Michael Maguire, the head coach there, leaving out an experienced player in Hargraves. Although Hargraves does have an issue with being ill-disciplined at times in games, but for me, he's an experienced player. So to bring in Moses Leota, who's had a good season for the Panthers, don't get me wrong, he's had a great season, but yeah, I don't know. It's a massive call, and it's a risky call at that in a semi-final against Australia. And I think Hargraves would bring plenty of energy and you know, that aggression that the Kiwis need. But yeah, it's a massive decision that Michael Maguire's made in terms of the side. But if you look into the Kiwis team overall, I think, look, it's a good team, no doubt about it. You know, you got Joseph Manu there. You got your Rapanas, Peter Hickus, you got your Dylan Browns and Jerome Hugheses, and your 4-pack is great as well, Jesse Bromwich, Fisher Harris, and Kenneth Bromwich, and Nelson Sofa Solomona. It's a strong pack. And then you got Joseph Tatapane as well. So, look, I think there's not many negatives in that squad that the Kiwis have named at all. I mean, the only thing I will question, personally from my point of view, is Chance Nicol-Klukstad in the starting side. Now, look, I think Chance Nicol-Klukstad didn't have a really good game last week against Fiji. I don't know if he... Look, I like Chance Nicol-Klukstad. I'm looking forward to him being at the Warriors next year, but man, you know, you got your Sebastian Cripps there. You know, you got other players that could be in the starting side in the centres here, so I don't know. I mean, yeah, I mean, he's not been playing a lot this year in NRL, so yeah, you're gonna come against Latrell Mitchell in itself, which is a difficult player to come up against, you know, and Latrell Mitchell's one of those dangerous players that if you give him space, he's gonna make you pay, and he's one of the best. Well, he's one of the best in the game, in my opinion, in terms of, you know, when he's on. So, yeah, look, for me, look, overall, you know, the Australian side, I mean, they're not named it. They've not named it as a starting side. You know, they've named it in a weird order like they usually do. But you can presume that the side will be, you know, Tedesco fullback, Holmes will be on the wing, and it looks like Jack Whiten's got the starting centre spot with Latrell Mitchell, and Addo Carr as well, who Josh Addo Carr has been absolutely on fire this tournament. I believe he scored 11 tries overall, leading the tournament try scorers list there. So, I mean, Josh Adokar is a player that the Kiwis will have to watch out for, especially if you give him space and room, and he will be hard to stop if you give him that space. You know, he won't be stopped actually at all. So, look, for me now, look, overall, how do I see this game go? Well, personally, look, if Australia get off to a good start, they start off the game well, first 20 minutes, and the Kiwis are trailing by 12 points to nil, 14-0, 16-0. I think the Kiwis would just find it too difficult to run Australia down. I think Australia will just have too much confidence. They have too much class, and I think they will just, put a scoreline on this Kiwi side. But I'd say if the Kiwis can match it for the first 20 minutes, I think the Kiwis will fancy their chances of, causing an upset and potentially beating this Australian side. But, look, I think it's going to be a very difficult game. Now, I hope it's close. I really do. I hope it's a close game. I hope it's competitive. I hope the Kiwis can, at least take it to the Australian side. But you look at the Kiwis' performance so far at this World Cup, it's not been great. The combinations have not been clicking at all. And particularly if you look at the spine as well, there's been a lot of talk that this is the best Kiwi spine that could be fielded on the pitch. Jerome Hughes, he's come back, he's played particularly well, but it's not all gelling together there with Dylan Brown. And Joey Manu's been great throughout this tournament, probably the best player for the Kiwis so far in this World Cup. But, yeah, it needs to start clicking. It really does. The spine needs to start clicking in this massive game. The forward pack, has been good in patches as well. But, look, I want to kick the Kiwis here. I really do. I want to tip us to win. But, I've got to go head over heart, unfortunately. And, I had a little think about this. I was going to tip the Australian Kangaroos by a massive margin. But I think the Kiwis may be able to run this close. So, I'm going to unfortunately tip the Australian Kangaroos to win this. And I'm going to go them by 10 here. Now, in terms of try scorers, I'll take a bit of a guess because we don't exactly know how Australia are going to line up because they're named their side as a squad and not a full team. So, look, I'll take a guess here. I'll say Valentine Holmes maybe to score. Josh Adokar, I think, will continue his try-scoring record. And I'm going to go with, for a Kiwis player, I'll go with Joseph Manu. And I'm going to go with Ronaldo Mulitalo there. So, guys, that's my preview for the Australian Kangaroos versus New Zealand Kiwis. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. Do you think the Australian Kangaroos will be far too good for this Kiwi side? Or do you think the Kiwis can cause an upset and advance to the World Cup final next week? Let me know what you think down in the comments below. If you are a new viewer to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Share this video around, like this video as well. And I'll see you all in the next one.